Hello, I'm Kirk Hanson. Marc Epstein and I have written a book, Rotten: Why Corporate Misconduct Continues and What to Do About It. We think this topic is critically important to the future of business, and we make some very strong recommendations about how the problem of misconduct can be addressed. We also want to answer in these videos a few of the most commonly asked questions about the book and about the subject of misconduct.
So even though corporate ethics programs in corporations have often tried to reduce the amount of misconduct, and they have in many cases tried to deal with some of the issues related to what we've talked about in terms of bad apples and bad barrels and even bad orchards, they have often failed. One of the problems is that we've focused in many cases on compliance rather than ethics. We've focused on checking the box to getting something taken care of because it's a responsibility that we've been given. And sometimes the leaders at middle level management and at the senior level management haven't appeared to be serious about this. What they've done is they've made token efforts, and those token efforts have been seen as token throughout the organization. Often we have training, which has been seen to be something that we have to do, that is not necessary for the future livelihood and success of the organization. And so people throughout the organization have not taken this seriously and not connected with it and connected it to purpose and ethics. And so what we really need to do is take a much more serious approach to this. Kirk?
I'm probably feeling either a little more discouraged or a little harsher than you are about the effectiveness of most corporate ethics programs. I think there's a huge disconnect between what the senior management does and what ethics programs do. They're often aimed at the middle and lower levels of the organization, and the sense is, let's make sure to keep them in line. So that disconnect of, hey, this isn't about who we are ethically as an organization, but this is about disciplining and controlling the lowest level employees. I think also there's a sense in which for many organizations, this is a check the boxes kind of exercise. Many of them believe that because of what's called the sentencing guidelines, which give credit in prosecutions and sentencing to companies that have effective ethics programs, companies rush to adopt ethics programs, but are not so concerned about whether they're really effective, but whether they can check the boxes that they have all the elements that are required by prosecutors or by judges. And so the effectiveness of the programs often are very questionable because of that. So I worry that most of the corporate ethics efforts that have gone on in recent years have not been aimed at really changing the culture of the organization. And I think that's what's required to really make headway against corporate misconduct.